Tonight, Callan has requested that I make green enchiladas. It's just a recipe I guess I've adapted over the last few years. It's really simple. Nowadays, I'm making it keto style, though. This is the basic ingredients here. I've kind of done a little prep work. We have a zucchini that I used my little zucchini finger slicer thing and sliced long ways. It's not perfect, and I don't care. I'm using pepper jack cheese tonight. Normally, I just use whatever cheese I have in the fridge, and today it's pepper jack. So we don't buy shredded cheese anymore because shredded cheese contains potato starch, and that is not keto friendly. Also, I have cilantro, which of course I've already used it in the Ninja, but this is just a little leftover that I had. And let's see, I have one green bell pepper, a bag of the cooking spinach, and in the Ninja over here, I used one block of cream. Actually, I used a block and a half just because I wanted to use up that little half I had. And today I found these Ortega diced green chilies. When we first started eating keto style, I didn't think that that I could have chopped green chilies anymore because most of the little, is it a 4-ounce container, have like 8 to 10 grams of carbs. This whole container actually, let me see if I can show you, it has 4 servings at 1 carb. So that makes 4 carbs for this entire 4 ounces. That's going to help keep this low carb today. The heavy whipping cream is just there to thin out the cream cheese when I was mixing everything in the Ninja. So in the Ninja, I have a block and a half of cream cheese, the chopped green chilies, and a little splash of heavy whipping cream just to get it real smooth. Once that kind of got to a, you know, easy to work with consistency, I added just a bunch of cilantro. This is all the cilantro I had left, and I tasted it. It seemed fine. Guys, please be quiet. I also added, let's see. Oh, I added onion powder and those little minced onions that are dried, like in the seasonings, chopped onions. I added a little bit of those into the sauce just to give it a good flavor. I think that's the only spices I put in there. And then I'll, you know, tweak that to taste later. So this is what I have so far. I'm mixing the, what's here in my Ninja cup, I'm mixing that sauce with, I would say it's probably 3 chicken breasts that I shredded a few days ago, and then I froze it because we went out of town. So I love doing that. One moment, please. Okay, now that it's nice and quiet, I have 4 children, by the way. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, chicken breast. Like on Mondays normally, I will just put about 6 chicken breasts in my crock pot, and okay, sorry. Start that one more time. So on Mondays, I normally put about 6 chicken breasts in my crock pot, and then while it's still warm, I use the dough blade of the Ninja. It's in the dishwasher right now, but the dough blade is a plastic blade, and while your chicken is still warm, you can shred it real fast in the dough with the dough blade. And then I just froze it that way, and then that makes it really easy to use in recipes later. And I actually used 6 chicken breasts, and then I'm only using about half of what I have here today. The other half I left in the freezer. Anyway, so today, first I'm going to start by sauteing the spinach with the bell pepper. I'll probably do the bell pepper first, just to let it get a little soft, and then add the spinach. So I'm going to get started on that now. Okay, so I have my green bell pepper sauteing here. I like it soft so my kids won't complain about it. I used olive oil to cook it in, mainly just because that's what I had on hand. While that was sauteing, I'm going to go ahead and add my spinach in here now. While that was sauteing, I came over to my baking dish and sprayed it with some, let me get over there to it, sprayed it with some avocado oil cooking spray. I get this at Costco, but there's probably something similar to it in stores. I know they make some sprays that are made out of coconut oil, so depending on what your grocery store has, that might be a good option. What I like about it is the only ingredient, let me see if I can get it to focus. Well, I can't, but the only ingredient is avocado oil, promise. So I've lined my my baking pan with avocado oil and then started laying out the slices of zucchini. I mixed the sauce from my Ninja that was mainly cilantro and sour cream and some spices. I mixed that in with the chicken here, and in just a bit I'm going to spread the chicken mixture over the zucchini and then top it with this spinach and bell pepper mixture. So let me pause while I get the rest of this zucchini cooked. I'm sorry, this spinach cooked. We'll show you that in a minute. Well, I just decided to do something. While I was sauteing this spinach, I realized that my kids are not going to really enjoy it in the meal. They'll eat it. But in order to pack a more, a healthier punch to this dinner, I pureed some. Since I had emptied out my Ninja cup, I just stuck some spinach in there and pureed it into the cup. And then I added it back in here with the other leafy spinach. So that's going to make this dinner a lot more nutritious. Okay, so now I have added the chicken and cilantro sauce layer over the layer of zucchini slices. Then I've topped that with the mixture of spinach and green bell pepper. And now I'm just going to lay these cheese slices over this mix and then do it all over again. Real quick before I move on, I want to show you guys this second layer of zucchini. I've already gone over in a horizontal, grid, I guess, and then I went back over vertically. My zucchini's layered. I had a little bit extra on my plate, and I just stuck it on there. It doesn't have to be pretty, and it's thin enough that when it's cooked in the oven, it's not too thick, of slices of zucchini, so it's easy to bite. Anyway, just want to show you that. It's not pretty, but it's going to be healthy. Okay, this is what it looks like right before it goes in the oven. It's just a few different layers of our ingredients, and I'm topping it with sliced pepper jack. I'm putting it in the oven for 350, and I'm going to check it at about 20 minutes. See if the cheese is nice and browned, and the rest will probably be heated through by then because it's all cooked ingredients except for the sliced zucchini.